Alright, so what if I told you Phantom Forces got one of the biggest updates in a long time? There is a big change, and we're gonna cover everything going from sniper buffs to Asval nerfs to SR3 changes to shotgun buffs to reticle improvements to new melees. There's literally so many things added, and there's a lot of stuff. So you're going to want to watch this whole video. We're going to try to keep it as fast as possible and literally just start spewing over everything. Okay, we're going to go over every single thing that was added, all the changes, and what I think about them, and moving forward, what this means.
Today I am going to make a new video, so please whatever.
Alrighty, so cracking straight into it, we're gonna go to melees. We got the sweeper, which is literally a broom, you could have guessed it, and then you got the bridle brandisher. So this is just a funky looking sword. You also have a couple new cases, so we're gonna go over to cases. You got the cold front case, which right here, boom, cold front. Got a couple customizables, waiting for them to load in. You know, some of these might look cool, but yeah, cold front case. And then you have the Sensudial case. I don't know how you pronounce it, something like that. Sinus case. Maybe it's this one. Sinus case. Did they change the name of it? I'm assuming it's this one. You got this case. This one looks pretty cool, actually. There's a couple of cool skins in that. Moving on to the Uzi. Now we're getting into the gun buffs and the gun changes. So the Uzi. What is this Uzi? What does... Okay. This thing, the camo looks amazing on this, right? You got the 41 AE conversion. So your 45 goes to 38 damage at 500 RPM. It's still auto, right? 41 AE conversion, 42 damage, 55 RPM, but it's semi-auto with 20 rounds. So there might not be a real reason to use this. Let's see if it's on the micro Uzi. I'm assuming it is not. Wow, okay, that's kind of surprising. So, yeah, so it's going to be on your Uzi. 20 rounds in the mag, it's going to be a 42 damage with a 1.8 headshot multiplier and 1.2 torso. Suppression got buffed by 0.75, doubles the pen on that, increases fire volume, decreases fire pitch. It's semi-auto only. Decreases range to 50, and it was originally 130. You really can't shoot this that fast. This is not that good. Bullet speed to 1625, and it was originally 2000, so it decreases. Mag size decreases, decreases spare ammo, RPM decreases, and hip fire stability decreases. This doesn't seem like anything that would ever be used. Maybe if it was on the micro Uzi, but they have the 45 conversion on the micro Uzi. Not super good. So the SVDS actually got a change as well. They increased the RPM to 70, and it was originally 60. So the SVDS got a pretty big buff, guys. Okay, so the SVDS is really good. And the gun that received a nerf. There's two snipers that got a nerf. One of my favorite snipers and another sniper. We got the M107. It lost some RPM. It went from 80 RPM to 50. So your M107 got a pretty decent size nerf. That's almost half the RPM of what it had. So yeah, your M107 got a big hit. TRG range is dropped to 190, and it was originally 220. So the TRG will oh gosh, I gotta do the math a second. TRG, it will only one shot to the torso up to 167 studs, and it was originally 190. So you got a little bit of a range nerf on that, and like you're not gonna be able to one shot to the torso. So that got a pretty big nerf. The Rex, you know, the dinky revolver that people don't really like to use. The Rex actually got a recoil improvement, so it's not going to be as floppy, and it's going to be more controllable. So that's actually not too bad. Asval got a nerf. The Asval lowered the RPM to 800. It was originally 900, so it got a nerf. Vertical recoil increased 0.3, Aim kick, the horizontal recoil increased by 0.2. So the Asvel got a pretty big nerf. Got more recoil and it has less RPM. So it's going to shoot slower and not be as clear. SR3M increased the damage to 35 instead of 34. So it got a damage improvement. The extended mag was moved into the ammo. They've been doing this with a lot of the guns. They decreased the min damage to 19. It was originally 20. They increased the vertical recoil on this thing. It does 2.9 and it was originally 2.3. So you're gonna get a little bit of recoil, but you're gonna do a little bit better damage, and the RPM stays the same. So SR3M is still gonna be a good close quarters. Asvel still gonna be good, but it's gotten a little bit of a nerf. Okay, another thing that they added was shotgun variants. So the shotguns all are gonna start shooting at different muzzle velocities. I'm assuming that this is based on barrel length, I hope. That would be the appropriate and realistic way to do this, but muzzle velocity varies from shotgun to shotgun. I'm just gonna quick read through it because we read through everything. DT11, 1700 muzzle velocity. Sawed off, 1300 muzzle velocity. 870, let me kill these people a second. All right, the 870 does 1500 RPM or muzzle velocity. There is a lot of people by me. Oh my gosh. The KSG 1500, KSM 1500, Stevens DB 1600, Spaz 12 1500, Sega 12 and Sega 12U 1500 and 1400, DBV 15, AA 12 15, Serbu 14, Judge 1500 muzzle velocity. They're all kind of the same, but you know, they're different. So yeah. Alrighty, next up, the NTW20 doesn't have an aim choke anymore. Increase the walk speed, increase the RPM from 24 or from 16 to 24. So that got a pretty big improvement. 14.5 conversion on it has a little bit faster RPM as well. They made the aim recoil less than the hip recoil, which I guess is appropriate, right? Hip choke is 1 instead of 0.5. Decreases sprint speed, so you're not going to be able to move as fast. Bullet speed and reload speed got improved a little bit. They got messed around. So that's in hopes of making the gun more usable in close range and all that stuff. So there is a lot of stuff, guys. This was a lot of talking. Hopefully that kind of covers it all. Hopefully, I was just reading off the stats change log and just straight from there. So that's like all the facts. That man went zooming. Hopefully this was easy to understand, and if you have any questions, let me know. But yeah, that is it, guys. One of the biggest test place changes in a long time. That is a big change. We're gonna expect to see the newest update in the main game. I'm assuming by Christmas time, maybe a little bit after, something like that. So stay tuned for that. But yeah, this next update is gonna be big, guys. What do you think? Do you think some of these guns got a little killed, like the Asvel, the M107? They took big hits. But what about the SVDS? The SVDS got a big buff. I'm assuming that's going to get nerfed in the future, or reverted in the future, because that's a big improvement. But yeah, there is a form that I will have in the comments if you want to leave your opinion on the update. They like having feedback of what you think about it. So yeah, guys, without further ado, I am out of here. I hope you have a fantastic day. I love you guys. Stay safe out there, and I'll see you later. Peace.